Okay, I'm so nervous right now, but I really want to do this. Honestly, it's been months of me thinking about starting this podcast, and here's the funny thing, I'm not even a super talkative person. If you know me, I don't talk that much in groups, but when I'm alone, oh my god, I don't shut up. I literally talk to myself all the time. It sounds crazy, I know, but whenever I'm cooking, cleaning, or just chilling in my room, I start talking out loud about life, about people, about random stuff, and sometimes I say something and think, wait, that actually sounded kind of deep. I wish someone had heard that. And that's really where this idea came from. Because as I said, I don't usually talk about myself around people. It feels threatening in a way. Like, what if they misunderstand me? Or what if I phrase it wrong? Not everyone sees the word the way I do. And sometimes it feels like, even when people say, yeah, I get you, they don't really get me the way I want them to. So instead, I talk to Allah. And I know Allah already knows what's in my heart before I even say it. But speaking it out loud, it's comforting. If something happened and I feel bad, I sit alone and just talk to Allah and to myself, analyze it, cry it out, question everything until I come up with my own realizations. And honestly, it's freeing. It makes me understand myself better. That's why I thought, why not start a podcast? I already love talking to myself in my little world, so why not share it? Maybe, just maybe, I'll find my people, the ones who get me, who think like me, or at least feel something familiar in what I say. So, here we are. My name is Miriam, and I'll be your host on this little journey I decided to call The Quiet Compass. A place where I'll talk about everything I love, everything I question, and everything that lives in my head. And hopefully this compass will help me, and maybe you too, find a little bit of direction. So, today I want to talk about something that's been a huge part of my life. The pressure to be understood. I used to be the type of person who craved understanding from other people, desperately. I always try to make people see what I see, feel what I feel, think the way I think, and every time I failed, it would crush me. And I'm not gonna lie, part of that is because I'm already sensitive. For the longest time, I hated being sensitive. I thought it was a weakness, but now I see it differently. Being sensitive is actually a blessing. And that's a whole other episode we're gonna get into later. Anyway, as someone sensitive and craving understanding, I used to believe the problem was me. Maybe I was stupid. Maybe I just couldn't explain myself clearly, because the reaction I got was always the same. Either people would stare at me in silence, or they'd say something completely different from what I'd actually said, and every time it happened, I took it personally. But over the years, I realized something. People will never fully understand you. You might find someone who shares your interests, your vibe, maybe even your values, but accepting them to understand you 100%, it's not going to happen. And that's not even a bad thing. It's human. We're all locked in our own perspectives. When you tell someone, I had a bad day, and explain everything, even if they listen with all their heart, they're still processing your story through their lens. While you're saying, oh, she yelled at me and that and this, they're thinking, what would I do if that happened to me? They're not actually feeling your experience, they're imagining it through themselves. And that's the thing, it's not because people are selfish. It's just the only reference point we have for someone else's pain is our own pain. We can't escape it. And here is the freeing part. Once you realize that, it actually takes the weight off your shoulders. You stop demanding perfect understanding. You start appreciating the effort of human connection without expecting it to be perfect. But at the same time, the need to be seen, acknowledged, and validated, it's always going to be there. That's just human too. And that's where, for me, prayer comes in. Salah. Talking to Allah, because Allah created us. He knows us more than we know ourselves. He knows every feeling before we even say it out loud. And honestly, that's so comforting, knowing that He's with you, that He sees you, that He understands you, even in ways you don't understand yourself. That changes everything. It's like the pressure melts. You can stop screaming to be seen by people, because you're already completely seen by Him. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to share today. If there's one thing you take from this, let it be this. Don't beat yourself up if people don't fully understand you. It's not because you're bad at explaining or because you're hard to love. It's just part of being human. And the beauty is, we don't need perfect understanding to connect. We just need effort, kindness, and faith that Allah already understands us in ways no one else ever can. That's enough. So, thank you for being here, for listening, for sharing this moment with me. This is only the beginning. I've got so much more to say, and I hope you'll stay with me through it. Until next time, bye bye.